And you may want a blanket and a strap for today's practice. So stretching out long on your back, maybe a blanket under your head, or maybe not, maybe a blanket under your knees, or maybe not. If your low back feels really tight, you can bend your knees, place your feet on the floor, and let the knees fall in against each other. Otherwise, stretching out long, letting your arms rest by your sides, sliding the shoulder blades down the back, and closing your eyes. Just feel yourself in this shape of relaxation, of surrender, of deep rest. And begin to deepen your breath. And feel especially the exhales elongate as you melt a little bit more into the floor, into the earth, feeling that invitation from nature that's resting this time of year. Doesn't it feel good to align with that? To soften, to relax a little bit more. To know that there's seasons for everything. And that by resting now, we'll be more nourished for the coming solar year. So we'll just lay here and breathe for the next 40 minutes. No, just kidding. We are going to do actual practice. Oh, sometimes I think students would love that. I was just like, okay, I'll ring a bell in 40 minutes. But for right now, take a few more deep breaths, tuning in. Maybe you smiled from what I just said. A little ease coming in through humor. And deeper breaths. Maybe letting go of anything that's on your to-do list today that does not actually need to happen. This is the season. Instead of how much more can I do in a day, the question is, what can I take off the list? What's the minimum that needs to happen? And there's more ease, as long as that doesn't create stress. One more deep breath here. Nice, and then beginning to wiggle your fingers and toes, energizing your body, rolling your hands and feet around in little circles. And going back the other way, reversing the direction. Nice. And then bringing your body back to stillness. And taking a breath here, little pauses today. And then bending one knee and then the other, placing your feet on the floor, and walk your feet as wide as your mat. And we're going to glue the feet down here. You can bring your arms out to the sides for right now. Take an inhale here. And exhale, draw both knees to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, both knees drop left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. One more time each side, just gently melting into this lower body twist on each side. And inhale back up, exhale to the right, and this time we're gonna stay here. So letting your body melt, so relaxing, releasing. And if you'd like to go further, you can bring the left arm long above the head on the floor and maybe lift the right foot up, placing it on the outside of the left thigh. Just creating a little more space, elongation through that whole left side body. You can bring your right hand to your belly. Close your eyes. Breathing here. Notice places where you can relax and release, let go of any holding, tension. You can feel that in your physical being. You can also tune in to the mind. What ruminating thoughts are showing up? What things that are maybe not helpful at all could you just release with your next exhale? A willingness to shift the focus and coming back to the breath. Let's take 2 letting go breaths. Deep inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. And at the bottom of this exhale, pause. And then when you feel a need to inhale, take an inhale. And as you exhale, release the arms back out to the side. The right foot comes to the floor. Inhale, bring the knees back to center, realign the spine. Exhale, drop the knees to the left. We'll move back and forth a few times. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, knees drop right. Notice the difference in the sides as you twist. Exhale, left. This might feel a little less available. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Sinking into that deepening stretch. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left, and this time we'll stay here. You're welcome to just hang out here. Let those legs soften, hips release. If you'd like to go further, you can extend the right arm long above the head, bringing the left foot to the outside of the right thigh, and left hand to the belly. Closing the eyes. And again, breathing into the expansion of the body. You can create more space, more softening, more relaxation. Wiggling the jaw around. Relaxing the jaw. And again, noticing the mind. How can you invite a little rest into the flow of thoughts in the mind? And let's take 2 letting go breaths here. Deep inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. At the bottom of this exhale, pause, empty of air. And then as you're ready, take an inhale. And exhale, releasing the arms and the leg if they're lifted. Excuse me. Inhale, bring the knees back to center. Realign the spine. Exhale, drop knees to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, drop knees to the left. Inhale, center. One more time each side. Right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. And hug your knees into your chest. Rocking a little side to side. And then placing your hands on top of each knee. Begin to move your knees around in separate circles so they come together and then out, away from each other, around and back in. And see if you can coordinate your breath with your movement. And then reversing the direction, going back the other way. Slowing down. And hugging your knees into your chest. So one of the principles we can work with when we're inviting rest into our lives, you can rock a little side to side here if you'd like, so there's universal laws, and one of them is the law of polarity. So we need to honor that, like, if busyness exists, so does rest. And if too much to do can exist, then less to do can also exist. So you can tune into these possibilities. Generally, most of us don't think about the opposite and the polarity. So we're going to extend the legs and arms up to the sky here and circling the hands and feet again. And then going back the other way, there might be a little snap, crackle, pop here. We're in Vata season, a little more air in the joints. So pressing your low back down into the floor, extending the fingertips and the soles of the feet up to the sky, pulling the belly button in. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, drop your right leg and your left arm, so it's like you're extending really long, floating both above the floor. Inhale, coming back up. Feel that engagement in your core. Exhale, dropping left leg or right arm. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, nice and slow, right leg, left arm. Inhale, back up. Exhale, nice and slow, left leg, right arm. Inhale, coming back up. We'll do one more each side. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Lovely. Let's come into a happy baby pose here, holding on to the ankles or the sides of the feet. Bringing the arms through the inside of the legs, letting the knees flop out to the sides, and you can rock a little side to side here. And then we're going to extend the arms and legs back up to the sky. And we're going to shake. So this is great for just releasing tension, allowing more relaxation, parasympathetic nervous system, rest and digest energy. So begin to shake your hands and feet, and then bring it down into your arms and legs more, and you might even roll a little side to side. Then shake and release tension and energy built up, holding in your body. Shake, 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 shake. Ah, you can make some noise too. Ah, releasing all the stress and pressure comes with the holidays. Shake, 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 shake. Ooh, and then let your body find Shavasana here. Closing the eyes and melting, melting, melting. Deep breaths. Feel the tingling awareness of energy moving, releasing stagnation, and allowing yourself to soften, soften, soften. One more deep breath here. And then bending one knee and then the other, placing your feet on the floor. We're going to roll over to one side and press your way up to find a seat. And we'll grab the blanket. And sitting up on your blanket, or maybe a pillow or a cushion. Sitting cross-legged if that's comfortable for you. If not, feel free to stretch one or both legs out in front of you. Feeling yourself settle here. Close your eyes again. And just notice what it feels like to be upright. And tuning into what you hear. What do you hear in your environment? Noticing if what you hear is soothing and calming to you, or if it is aggravating somehow or challenging. And so we're going to do a little more clearing through vibration. We did some shaking. So gently opening your eyes and noticing what you can see around you. Just noticing your environment as a total observer. Not like, oh, I need to clean that, or I need to move that, or just being like, oh, that's there. There's that. Yeah. So amazing. Look where we are. So we're going to do a little Brahmari breath. So we're going to take our fingers together in just a moment. We're going to cover our eyes and then press in to close off our ears with our thumbs. And then we're going to hum with a low tone as we exhale. And we're just going to do 3 breaths here of Brahmari breath. Now this sends a vibration through the body. So it looks like this. And it helps, it's basically a sensory deprivation experience, which is very calming to the nervous system. So we can support ourselves to rest. This is a nice thing to do before you go to sleep. So let's go for it. Here we go. Covering the eyes, press in on the ears, 3 breaths. Hum with your exhale. And when you finish, keep your eyes closed, release your hands down to your lap. And sit in silence, resting. Noticing what can release and soften here. Wonderful. Gently opening your eyes, bringing your arms by your sides. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Palms pressed together. Exhale down through the midline, bringing ourselves into centered energy. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Palms pressed together. Down through the midline. 2 more times. Lovely. And then walking your hands forward, folding, melting towards the floor, and bowing into stillness, into rest. And then coming back up, finding your strap. And let's switch the cross of the legs if they are crossed here. And we're gonna take a nice wide grasp of the strap. Take an inhale, lifting the arms up. Make sure you're not bending your elbows at all as you bring your arms back behind you. Just getting into the shoulders a little bit now. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, coming forward. 2 more times. And if you feel like you'd like a deeper stretch, you can make the space between your hands a little more narrow. Make sure you're still not bending your elbows. So part of resting is to also keep our hearts open. So there's this balance, right? We want to rest, but we also don't want to stagnate. We move through places where we can tend to get a little stuck in our energy. Hips and shoulders are 2 of those places. So now we're going to take the strap in the right hand and reach, bring the strap behind you with the left hand. You can let go of it then. And reach up with your right hand as high as you can. And then bend at the elbow, bringing that hand back behind you, dropping it down your back. And now we're going to reach back with the left hand and grab onto the strap wherever we can reach it. And then feel that stretch in both shoulders. See if you can lengthen through the front of the front of the chest, so that we're not leaning forward, holding forward, but lifting up that right elbow towards the sky. Maybe you can bring your hands a little closer together with the strap. Maybe some of you can even reach your hands together so that your fingers clasp. But finding stillness again here, you might close your eyes, breathing into the shoulder area. One more deep breath. And then releasing the left arm, strap comes into the right, bringing the arms out to the sides, little circles. Woo, feel it in the shoulders, going back the other way. Can relax, actually drop the strap all together. And then releasing down. Feel any sensation, warmth, tingling, coolness, just noticing what's there. You're attending to these little places in your being that maybe in your rush of pace of living haven't gotten there.
of tension. We're going to do the other side. So lifting up with the left arm now, pressing up as high as you can. Reaching up and then bending that elbow, reaching the hand down the back, and then reaching back with the right hand and then holding onto the strap. And you might even pull the hands away from each other a little bit, changing the stretch. So see if you can still lengthen through your heart. So we don't want to overarch the back, pressing forward. So we want to keep like the belly pulled in, heart lifted, and really pressing that left arm back so it's not shifting the head forward. And breathing into the shoulders here. What do you notice? And opening your heart to yourself to allow some more ease, some more pause, more pauses in your day, more internal awareness rather than external. Deep breaths. One more. And then releasing the strap down, bringing your arms out to the sides and take a few little circles in one direction and back the other way. Wonderful. And then releasing down. Inhale, roll the shoulders to the ears. Exhale, out the mouth, down the back. Again, inhale. Exhale. One more time. Nice. And then walking your hands out to fold forward here, melting, finding stillness and ease, softening where you can. With your next inhale, coming back up, and let's stretch the legs out in front of us, bouncing out the knees, rolling the feet around. And then gently, slowly folding forward, walking your hands, nice little bend in your knees. And folding forward out over the legs here. Notice if you can lengthen the spine a little bit before rounding the spine. And sinking down in this inner focus pose. One more breath here. And then inhale, coming back up, and we'll come back onto our backs on the mats. Placing the feet hip width apart in close to your body. Nothing underneath your head for right now. Inhale, pressing into your feet. Lifting up for a bridge pose. Exhale, lowering back down. Inhale, adding your arms this time, reaching the arms up to the sky, over the head on the floor, lifting. Exhale, lowering back down. Again, inhale, lifting up this time. We're going to hold the lift. And as you exhale, bring your arms down by your sides. You can either press your elbows into the floor, extend your hands on either side of your hips, or interlace your hands underneath your shoulders, underneath your hips, Rolling your shoulders under, lifting the hips up. Really engaging the glutes, pressing into those feet. Feel the feet enlivened in their connection to the earth beneath you. Expanding. One more inhale. And exhale, releasing down. Bringing the soles of the feet together. Let the knees fall out to either side. Hands to the belly. Keeping the eyes closed. Tuning into your inner awareness. Deep breaths. Feel the belly rise and fall. If you'd like to stay here for Shavasana, you're welcome to do that. Or if you'd like to stretch your legs out, you can do that as well. Release your arms by your side. Sinking into stillness here, maybe a little self-massage along your jaw or neck, around your ears as you sink in to a deeper resting state. Let's take 2 letting go breaths. Deep inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. Letting yourself rest. Honoring the darkness of this time of year as a space for deeper inner awareness, connection to intuition, befriending yourself. Maybe letting things not be so serious. Maybe allowing self-care to rise on the priority list of each day. Maybe allowing this breath right here to be all that needs your attention. And then this breath. Back to the surface of your body. Begin to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes. And as you're ready, bend one knee and then the other, placing your feet on the floor and come to rest over on your right side. Taking a breath here and then keeping your eyes closed and your attention internal. Gently press your way up to find a seat. Sitting with your eyes closed, allow these words by David White to wash over you. This is called rest. Rest is the conversation between what we love to do and how we love to be. To rest is to give up on the already exhausted will as the prime motivator of endeavor, with its endless outward need to reward itself through established goals. To rest is to give up on worrying and fretting and the sense that there is something wrong with the world unless we are there to put it right. To rest is to fall back literally or figuratively from outer targets and shift to an inner state of natural exchange. The template of natural exchange is the breath, and the autonomic giving and receiving that forms the basis and the measure for life itself. We are rested when we are living that exchange. In rest is the sense of stopping, of giving up on what we've been doing or how we have been being. It is the sense of slowly coming home. Deep in the primal exchange of the breath is the give and take, the blessing and the being blessed, and the ability to delight in both. In rest, there is a sense of presence, a delight in and anticipation of the world and all of its forms, in which receiving and responding occur in one spontaneous movement. A deep experience of rest is a perspective from which we are able to perceive the outer specific forms of our work and life and our relationships, while being nourished by the shared foundational gift of the breath itself. Rested, we are ready for the world, but not held hostage by it. Bringing your hands together in front of your heart, pressing your thumbs in to feel your heartbeat, your personal pulse. And take a deep breath of gratitude, sending that gratitude from your heart out to all the cells in your being. I thank you for joining me for practice today. May this rest inspire more radical behavior on your part to rest some more this season. Happy December. The light within me honors the light within you. Namaste.